Maybe it's different now, for real. You know, Skibbity Riz Frosh outfit. I don't know what the fuck, guys. I have no idea.
How do you do, fellow kids?
What?
Holy, that guy's package is huge. What is up, guys? Welcome to the April 24th, 2025 patch note rundown for Black Desert Online. Kind of an interesting patch, and as always, now with the patch note rundown, we're going to go over the events that SEA is getting. I will warn you, we don't always get the events that SEA gets. If we get different events than what SEA has, I promise you there will be another video in the morning that lists all the events for North America and EU as its own separate video though. But let's take a look at this. Looks like 2.3 gigabytes. Looks like maintenance is going to be about 8 hours long. Looks like the event 1 on SEA is 100% chance for Box of the Howling Dead. Oh boy, a Dark Rift event. 100% chance for Box of the Howling Dead. To the Dark Rifts we go. What Dark Rift is that? Huh? Defeat the Dark Rift bosses during the event. Yeah, okay, so yeah. You're automatically guaranteed a Box of the Howling Dead. That's the best Dark Rift box, guys, is my understanding. So your Dark Rifts during the event will be Giga. Oh, here we go. Infested Maymore manifests from the Dark Rift at Flame Hills. Okay, so you're gonna have an extra Dark Rift during the event. And you're automatically guaranteed Dawn Blackstones. Those are worth like what, 15 mil a piece? Oh, 30 mil a piece? I don't know. Fine. Those are worth 30 mil a piece. That's W. Okay, he's gonna give you 2 Box of the Howling Deads and then Maymore's Claw, which is exchangeable for a Fox Mask apparently. A Cupid's Halo. I'd love to see that. Oh my God! Look at that. Okay, so the female classes are going crazy with that's stupid. That's dumb. Cherry Blossom. Okay. So the Cherry Blossom Coronet is pretty sweet. Cherry Blossom earring. So you're looking at the earring there. All right, so that's what the earring looks like. I know it's a little blurry, but that's the picture that they took. So it is what it is. I mean, they're cute little earrings, whatever, who cares? Pirate eye patch. Maewa hair ornament. Wait, that's kind of goated. That's crazy. Why is it on a Maegu? Why does it say Maewa hair ornament? I guess it's called a Maewa hair ornament. And then they showcased it on a Maegu because everybody hates Maewa. Deep bamboo hat. Baby, it's better if you just wear a bag on your head. You know what I mean? Dosa. Looks more badass with that. Okay, interesting. All right, so yeah, you can exchange all the Maymore's claws that you get during the event for these cool little cosmetics. I think they should do more events like this. Those are nice. Those are nice. FashionAlbum FroshFit LookinFrosh. Why are we saying Frosh? Because in my Frosh is like the term we used to use for freshmen in like college and in high school. I don't know why you would use the word. Maybe it's different now. Maybe all the kids are like, maybe it's different now, for real. You know, Skibbity Riz Frosh outfit. I don't know what the fuck, guys. I have no idea. Guys, just like the video. Scroll down, like the video. It means a lot to me. It helps the algorithm. Gosh, bro. Holy, that guy's package is huge. Oh my God, bro. Dose is a man. Anyway, so the new outfit is here, guys. And it's literally jeans with a t-shirt. Crop top t-shirt. Or I guess no, it's just a normal, just a t-shirt that you can dye. And everybody can just spam same shirt in my chat. All right, it's very interesting. I'm actually curious how we can mix and match this with some of the other outfits in the game. The shoes could be kind of goated. As basic as the outfit is, might be kind of good. The outfit is not going to be 500 pearls. Usually it's like, that's going to be like a $20 outfit. There's no weapons with it. Anyway, if you participate in this event, it looks like rock the Frosh outfit and upload it on the Pearl Shop FashionAlbum for rewards. What? I didn't even know this existed. Check out other adventures Frosh looks. So apparently they're adding a FashionAlbum to the Pearl Shop. I looked around for one. I could not find this. I did not know that this existed previously, and I couldn't find it currently. So I guess they're just like adding it for this patch so you can see. And to be clear, It's a good idea. We've been telling them to do this for years, where you can add like an ability to like dye outfits in while you're looking at it in the Pearl Shop. Because some of the outfits, let's be honest, they look like ass unless you dye them, right? And like you kind of want to be able to look at it dyed before you buy it. Like, so that should help you with that. Anyway, check out other adventures Frosh looks. Drop a comment, hit that like button. Hit the like button on this video. Anyway, don the LookinFrosh outfit. Upload it to the album. Participation rewards you get protrude videos, apparel bag, 3 loot scrolls, and 3 Book of Florida. And yeah, okay, guys. So this is just like whatever. Drop a comment and hit the like button for an enhancement help kit too. Yeah, that's like whatever. That event's like really low. Like, I wouldn't even consider it mid for real. Dude, that's this. Oh my god, bro. They got me talking with all the freaking. Now I'm using all the skibbity vocabulary bullshit. Anyway, new changes. Okay, and here we go back to the cinema class changes. You know, guys, I've been giving this a lot of thought, and because of how quickly they changed the classes back and forth, like one patch, strike or ranger gets buffed, or like warrior gets buffed, and then the next 3 patches they are nerfing it, and it's still kind of doing above average at PvE grind zones. I feel like with as fast as they're changing stuff and like rapidly changing things, I actually kind of like this balanced style more than the old one. The old one was change nothing ever based on feedback or anything for any reason. And then when we do make changes, don't change anything after that. That's final. Nothing ever is going to change. Our word is gospel. I didn't like that very much. This is better. I'll be honest with you. I don't know who they're listening to, but they're kind of all over the place with it, and it's still better. Makes the patches a little bit more interesting, but also I have a little bit more faith in this strategy's ability to change things that are overtuned, which is better, although they haven't changed Shy, so maybe not. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I don't know. Like, you go back and forth with it. Anyway, every patch is a coin flip about whether or not you're getting a buff or a nerf. Okay, so you're really just kind of trying to dodge the nerf stick. Really, I'd rather them just not touch Awakening Dark Knight. Like, straight up. Like, I don't know why they felt that Awakening DK was too strong, but now Succession DK is outperforming Awakening at everything. It's better at 1v1s, it's better at small scale, it's better in PvE now, and it's performing better in large scale PvP. I don't understand the logic. Well, hopefully we see some adjustments here. Maybe we get the DK changes reverted, but that's probably wishful thinking, dude, because it's my class and they hate me. But Musa. Ooh, Musa lands on tails. Musa getting a nerf. Ooh. Awakening Musa taking the hit. Doesn't look like it's in PvP. Only PvE on the following skills. Musa's Resolved, Twister, Spinner 4, Flow, Backflow, Flow, Low Blow, Pyro Storm, One Step Back, Inferno Splash, and Eradicate. All got PvE damage nerfs, guys. Bummer. Ninja Kunoichi. Ankle Cutter. Cooldown actually increased to 12 seconds up from 10. Fatal Blow. Cooldown up from 5 to 6 seconds. Change the skill add-on tier to tier 2. Okay. Kunoichi is getting buffs. Okay! Kuno's getting buffs. Huge! Although it's not Awakening buffs, so yeah, one has to ask what is going on. I don't know why they keep buffing Succession. I think Awakening is the one underperforming. Anyway, Fatal Blow 3, 4 to 6 seconds. Skill add-on change to tier 2. Okay, sure. And Succession is getting buffed damage on Prime Fatal Blow, Prime Shadow Stomp, Prime Shadow Explosion, Prime Wheel of Wrath. Are all getting... wait a minute. No. Prime Fatal Blow is getting a buff in PvE and PvP. Prime Shadow Stomp is getting a nerf. Pretty significant nerf in PvE and PvP. Prime Shadow Explosion. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kuno. I'm so sorry, Kuno. Prime Shadow Explosion also getting a nerf in PvE and PvP. Prime Wheel of Wrath is also getting a nerf in PvE and PvP, yeah. Yeah, because it's only a 3% PvP damage change, but it's changing way more than 3% of the damage. Wow. Wow. Okay, never mind. Suck Kudo is down tremendous. Ninja. Finally, ninja nerfs. Honestly, I don't think ninja needs nerfs. I think that its class buff needs to be like gutted, and then the rest of the kit should be buffed to compensate and make it like reasonable. The class should not be like a 30-second class every 3 minutes. It's just a really horrible design that they've chosen to take here. Shuriken Moondive improved to smoothly. This is made in succession. Improved to smooth the combo with Prime beheading the dead. Okay, ninjutsu decapitation. Change the all DP for 10 seconds on hits debuff from -15 to -20. Okay, so these are buffs. Improved to combo smoothly with other skills. Ghost Claw. Change the attack speed for 10-second buff to be 15% instead of 17%. Cooldown now is 12 seconds instead of 15 though. Okay, that's pretty good. I'd say that's overall a buff. Covert Cutthroat. Changed. Well, honestly, I don't know if that's a buff. That's like kind of mid. Covert Cutthroat. Change the cooldown from 10 to 7 seconds. Buff. Fatal Blow, 5 to 6 seconds. Skill tier add on to tier 2. As we discussed, Prime Black Moonlight. Cooldown reduced from 12 to 10 seconds. Prime Shadow Slash. Change the attack speed for 10 seconds buff to be 10, and now it's 15% instead of 10%. Massive ninja buff. Holy moly. Prime Beheading the Dead. Improved to combos more smoothly. Prime Evasion, Shuriken Malice. Increase the duration when comboing with the forward skills, Ninjutsu Shadow Stomp, and Alert Stance. Prime Shuriken Flight. Improved to combo more smoothly with Shadow Stomp after extra hits. I'll be honest with you, are they going to change Awakening? They are not. So, Suck Ninja getting some massive buffs to the kit. Awakening Ninja is laying dead in the pool, at the bottom of the pool, and they're still buffing Succession. And they're not nerfing. So, Ninja is one of the best classes in the game, bro. I'm telling you. Like, I don't give a... Like, Armin is going to try to undersell this to you. He's going to try to gaslight you. These are good ninja buffs right here. These are really, really good ninja buffs. Really solid for the class, but unless they nerf the class buff, I don't think that Suck Ninja needs to be touched, man. It's already really oppressive. The class buff, when it's class buff, it's the best class in the game, especially in AOS. Especially in AOS. When it's not class buff, it moves to like the D tier. Now it's going to be C tier outside the class buff. I don't know, man. It's just not a good buff. It's just not a good idea. And they're giving it more damage in PvE and PvP, it looks like. Yep, more damage on Succession Ninja. Don't understand it. Shuriken, they just don't understand what to do with this class. Shuriken Moondive. Illustration of Restraint. Ninjutsu Decapitation. Ninjutsu Decapitation looks like... I don't know. It's getting like an 8% damage buff. And then it's only changing by 2% in PvP. So yeah, it's getting like 6% in PvP. Ghost Slash. Big damage buff. Ghost Claw, big damage buff. Damn, bro. I don't understand it. And all Awakening got was change the attack speed for 10-second buff from 10 to 15% on sudden decapitation. And Bloodthirst, Katana Shower, change the cooldown from 8 to 7 seconds. That's it. That's it. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. All right, here come the Striker nerfs. Here we go. Who are we kidding? It's the main character. Every other class in the game has to flip a coin and it lands heads or tails. Striker said, okay, heads I win, tails you lose. Okay? They literally can't be nerfed. They're the favorite child. They're the best class in the game at everything. Yeah. Okay, so Striker buffs. Flow, Prey, Hunt. Change to reset, flash steps, cooldown upon use. I want to be clear. Awakening Strikers were like, well, we were kind of underperforming in PvE. Not true at all. At best, Striker was maybe B+. Like Awakening Striker was like B+ in PvE. And it was the only thing that they weren't S tier at. Everything in PvP, Striker is S tier, S+ tier. Like out of control. And because Striker is not S tier in PvE, they're going to make it S tier in PvE. That's what's stupid about this. That's why people are really upset about it. Okay, so Flow, Prey, Hunt. Change to reset, flash steps, cooldown upon use. So it has more... Striker is getting more mobility now than it had before. Keep in mind, this class can class buff and then run around with just holding shift in full super armor while sprinting. Needs more mobility though. The key command to use flash step with WS plus shift after consuming martial spirit during Crouching Wolf and Succession. Crouching Wolf have been removed accordingly. Remove the effect of summoning Echo Spirits while using the skill with your gauntlet after learning the Awakening Enlightened Guard Brace. Okay. Awakening Ferocious Assault. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm gonna crash out, bro. Improved to prevent the fall motions from being displayed when using skills at different heights. Whatever. Wait. That means that Striker can just jump off and dive bomb people from infinite heights. What? Bro, why? What? Oh my god. Flow Crosswind. Increase the attack. Why don't you just remove the fall damage? Just remove fall damage from him too. Give him 30 seconds of fall damage resist too. I feel like this is a step short. Are we sure yet? Are we sure? Honestly, I also feel like if we add 9,997 DR, not 98, I think that would be a little too much. But if we added 9,997 damage reduction to Ferocious Assault every time they used it, I do think that Striker would be in a lot better spot because it's really weak right now. Flow Crosswind, increase the attack area, slight reposition in front of your character. Autumn Blaze, added Echo Spirits to be applied when using the skill. Huge buff. Oh my god. Massive buff. Those are like the Striker clones, guys. Moved the effect of increased damage by consuming Martial Spirit Shards in the following skills. So before it was Flow Crosswind, Ferocious Assault, and Savage Somersault, and now it's Skull Crasher and Rampaging Predator. Everything. Okay, so here's the gripe about Striker that I hate. It's supposed to be a martial artist combo focused class that is like prides itself on being kind of like a monk. You know what I mean? That's what monks do, right? And Succession Mystic does this pretty well. I feel like Succession Mystic has kind of mastered this. Awakening pretty well as well. But Awakening Striker has all of its damage, utility, skills, everything, protections, all of it is all basically clumped onto 2 or 3 skills in Awakening. Or on like 2 or 3 skills in Awakening. So instead, what Striker does, and again, their grab is just objectively the best engagement tool that they have, so they're not encouraged to like really discover other aspects of their kit or really use anything else. Their strategy in every single matchup of the game is I'm gonna grab them and then I'm gonna drop my leg on them. For those of you that don't know, Skull Crusher is the I'm gonna drop my leg on them skill. So now that's gonna be even stronger than it was before. And that's already their damage skill. Like it just doesn't make any sense. Like, wouldn't you want to encourage Strikers to use the other skills in their kit? Like, that just doesn't make any sense to me. Anyway, massive PvE buffs. Holy shit balls. Wait, people told me that this is only a PvE buff. It's a 15% damage buff in PvE for Ultimate Crush is getting a 15% damage buff. And then in PvP, the damage is only being reduced by 5%. So that is a PvP buff too. Assuming that the devs have their numbers correct, that's a buff. 4923 going to 5750, 3282 going to 3833. That's close to 20% damage buff. At least in the second row. 49 going to 57. Well, that's about 5k, so 500% would be 10% of that. And it's going up by 750, so it's going up by like 15%. And then in PvE, or in PvP, it's only being nerfed by 6%. So this is not just a PvE buff. This is a PvP buff too. Like you run the numbers on the. I'm tired of people gaslighting me. Somebody ping me in my Discord, be like, "Oh no, it's not a PvP buff." Again, it 5750. Oh, cut this note. All right. Again, 4923 divided by 57. 50. That means it's 85 or so, so 15%. It's 15% increase in damage on the skill. Okay, at least on that first attack, right? And the first attack's damage is only in PvP is only being reduced by 6%, which means, again, it's a damage buff in PvE and PvP. Like why are people gaslighting me on this? This is ridiculous. Now this one, so that is Ultimate Crush and Infernal Destruction are getting PvE and PvP damage buffs. Spiral Cannon is only getting a PvE buff that I can tell right here, but it's still PvE damage buff. Flow Crosswind is getting a PvE damage buff. Well, actually, $39%. Oh no, it's getting PvE and PvP. So Crosswind is getting a PvE and PvP damage buff. Big boy buff. Battle Cry is getting a PvE buff, it looks like, but not a PvP buff. I don't know. I'm not going to do the math for every one of these guys, but this is definitely a PvE and PvP buff for Striker. What I was led to believe by CPCB and a few other Strikers in the community. Oh, it's only PvE. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Yep. I'm not going to crash out. I'm going to be fine. You know what?
And here we go.
Why do I nerf Awakening Dark Knight again? Why do I nerf them again? Yeah, I feel like they're too strong. Like, to be honest, did we nerf Kunoichi enough in this patch? What about Maewa? Can we revisit Maewa? Let's revisit Maewa. I feel like Maewa needs a nerf. What do you guys think? I think Awakening Maewa needs a nerf. I think that in PvE and PvP, it's overperforming. It needs a nerf. I think that Succession Berserker needs another buff because the that play that class are somehow underperforming. Yeah, let's do that too. Nice. Sick. I'm not going to crash out. It's going to be fine. I'm not. Okay, I'm not going to crash out any more than like a 6 out of 10. We're just going to keep it together. Bro, I'm so like, dude, Striker is like the arch nemesis of Dark Knight. And watching them just get buffed constantly in PvP and PvE all the time for everything is so cancer. This is so AIDS, dude. Oh my God. I'm never PvPing again. Like, this game. Rampaging Predator. 5,700 to 7k. Only a 7% decrease in damage in PvP. Okay, again, what the bro? You know what? I should have expected this. Strikers are apes. And so when they said it was only a PvE buff, we all just assumed that they did the math correctly. And you can't expect a person to do math correctly. So really it's on us, like the smart people, to realize that they're being, yeah. So that's a PvP buff too, guys, because that was a 19% damage increase or an 18% damage increase. And it only went down in PvP by 7%. So that's a damage buff too. Yep. And then damage buff for, huge damage buff for Rampaging Predator. Bite Off is also PvE and PvP. Echo Spirit, somehow only managing to get a PvE buff. Looks like actually a PvP nerf for Echo Spirit. Slight PvP nerf for Echo Spirit. Little bit. Fallout. Looks like PvE damage buff. I guess that would be what? 450. Oh no, it's PvE and PvP buff. Autumn Blaze. Huge damage buff in PvE and PvP because they're adding your clones to Autumn Blaze. So, yeah, massive damage buff in PvE and PvP there. Savage Somersault. Dude, what? Who read the? Maybe it was different on the Global Labs. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it was different on the Global Labs because this is bad, bro. This is not good. Savage Somersault is getting a. Let's just do this too. Maybe they were right about this one. That's 64%, 65%, which means that it's a 35% damage increase on Savage Somersault. And then so 35% damage increase in PvE, or just on the skill in general. And then in PvP, it only got 18%. So So it got a 17% damage buff in PvP too. Bro, these people just don't know how to do math. What are we talking about? Yeah, this is crazy. Black Spirit Ultimate Crush also got a damage buff in PvE and PvP too. So Striker, huge PvE and PvP damage buffs. I don't understand why people said it was only PvE, or at least I heard it from CPCB and 2 other Strikers in the community. Like, don't freak out. It's not that big of a deal. We're struggling in PvE anyway, which is comical to me because they're literally the best class in the game everywhere else in the game. And now they're going to be the best at PvE too. And even better at PvP. Mystic. Finally, buff this class. Jesus. Strikers, dude. Title burst. He's getting nerfed. Bro, what? Dude! Never mind. It sucks. These people have no idea what they're doing. Okay, Awakening Mystic, Title Burst, going from 3 to 5 second cooldown. So almost doubling the cooldown on Title Burst, which is rough. Really, really rough. Mainly because that used to be the skill that you could spam for Frontal Guard in PvE. You counted on it to charge up your martial shards. Changed to deal reduced damage during the cooldown too. So they're gutting it. Change the recover HP per hit to be 140 instead of 114 now. Yeah, okay, whatever. Like, whatever. That's a nerf. Rapid Stream. Change to deal reduced damage in PvP as well during the cooldown. Change the all DP decrease debuff to now be applied for all hits. The buff duration DP varies amount per skill. So I just want to be clear, guys. They're actually making... It's funny because, like, I said that thing about Striker. Mystic is actually being pushed to be more of a combo focused class now. Awakening Mystic used to rely way too heavily on Title Burst. Now you're going to have to use Rapid Stream too in order to help proc your martial shards. Like, they don't want you relying as much on Title Burst. They want you to use other skills. That's the whole point of this, in my opinion. This will force Awakening Mystics not to spam this skill as frequently and punish you for spamming it as much. And again, that kind of a change is reasonable on a martial class, whereas Striker is did like, what's that cross crusher again? One shade, you agree? Fucking apes, dude. Okay, Wave Orb is getting a 1 second damage buff. Whoa! From 11 to 10 seconds. Rising Dragon, 1 second damage buff, 8 to 7 seconds. Dragon Strike, improved to combo more smoothly into Raging Wind. Raging Wind, fix the awkward motions when combo with Dragon Strike. Hurricane Sweep, improved to be able to use with your Gauntlet if Soul Basher is locked. That's a good change. That's good QOL. Helps you get to Awakening. That's the best part about Awakening Mystic is that you can switch between Succession and Awakening seamlessly. Best class in the game at that. Okay, buffs. Or nerfs. It's buffs. Oh my god. Okay, Awakening Mystic is now the class that everyone needs to be playing in PvE. Guys, here it is. All right. Looks like these buffs are really only... I don't know. It's only going up by 500. That's like what? Well, that's just, it's 500% is like 15% damage. And it's only getting a 3% PvP nerf. So, yeah, it's getting... Awakening Mystic's gonna have more damage across the board. PvE, PvP. Rapid Stream, Wave Orb, Sea Burial, Spiral Torpedo, Rising Dragon, Hurricane Sweep, Gushing Waters, Dragon Stride, Raging Wind, Earth Splitter, Black Spirit, Hurricane Sweep, Black Spirit, Spiral Tornado, Black Spirit, Sea Burial. Insane. And again, all of the PvP damage nerfs are relatively mild. Some of these are only PvE buffs as I look through here, but some of these definitely have PvP damage on them too. Like, for sure. Like this Dragon Strike, for example, going from 3,080 to 4,000. That's like a 30% increase, a little over 30% increase in damage, 33% increase in damage. And then it only got, 9% nerf in PvP. So like, yeah, you're definitely going to be doing more damage across the board here as an Awakening Mystic. And now for Awakening Maegu. Here we go. More buffs for my new favorite class. Okay, Ember Claw Crush. Improved to combo more smoothly into Ember Claw Slash. I'm just kidding, guys. By the way, the news definitely hit me. Awakening Maegu is definitely getting hard nerfed here. we're getting absolutely Baja blasted. But for reference, all right, so on the left here, I have what it was before they touched anything. So this before number. And then on the right, I have what they're changing it to. So I'll be honest with you, they are nerfing it, but you are still going to end up with more damage than you had before for Awakening Maegu in PvE. Just to be clear, guys. Yeah, so you're still up like net positive, guys. Net positive. And some of the skills didn't get a nerf at all. Well, most of them got nerfed back. Where's Twirling Rhapsody at? So they didn't nerf Twirling Rhapsody. Okay, so yeah, some of the changes got rolled back. And if they did, guys, they only you're still buffed. So Awakening Maegu is still buffed. And to be clear, I do think that it's still worth like playing the class. Like they needed to buff it, but like I don't know if they necessarily need to nerf it. I didn't like it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I don't know if they necessarily need to nerf it this hard back the other way though, but we'll see. Either way, Emberclaw Torrent, Emberclaw Slash, Twirling Fox Flare Flow, Fox Flare Encore, Emberclaw Crush, Emberclaw Finale, Fox Flare Cleave, Twirling Retreat, Fox Flare Ambush, Black Spirit Twirling Retreat, Black Spear Emberclaw Crush. All got nerfed back to about, they got nerfed back to about half of what the buff was before. So instead of getting like 100% of the buff, they only got 50% of the buff. Basically across the board. Okay. Contents. We sincerely thank adventurers for participating in our weekly fishing contest, which began alongside the fishing guide revamp. With gratitude, we would like to introduce additional improvements related to the weekly fishing contest. Adventurers participating in the weekly fishing contest go to locations where the designated fish species appear to enjoy fishing. However, if the location visited to catch a prize fish does not yield any blue or yellow grade fish, it was difficult to fully experience the joy of fishing beyond catching the target species. Okay, so let me tell you what these morons did. Okay, hold on. Thus, we have checked such regions to ensure that they are not only as fun as catching the contest species, but also the opportunity to catch a variety of fish and earn additional revenue. Yeah, okay, so these guys are idiots. So guys, they think that we love AFK fishing. That's what they think. They think that we love fishing because we love fishing. So if you take all the silver away and the reward away, that everyone would still be fishing because we just love fishing that much. That's what they think, basically. At like the core. We're fishing because we're fishermen. We love, oh my God, they actually love fishing. Oh my God. So what they've realized is they did this weekly fishing contest and they were like, wait a minute, no one's participating in the fishing contest unless there's prize fish in the area. In other words, adventurers just weren't moving because they don't care. Okay, so adventurers legitimately just did not care. And so they were like, we noticed that you guys just, weren't liking that as much. So now we're going to make it so that the fishing contest only happens in areas where there's prize fish so that we can still be on the copium that you guys are fishing and you enjoy fishing, and not because it's just all about the money, because it's all about the money. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to make a video about this in the next like 2 days. I want to see the dev note first. I have not seen the dev note. We're going to watch it on stream tomorrow afternoon, Central Standard Time. We're going to be watching the dev note and a few other things. I'm going to be making a big video about what I feel like the state of the game in Black Desert is, because I think that they're just wholeheartedly missing the mark on this whole fishing thing. I think that they've missed. This is all just a huge miss for them, and I don't think they'd understand. I think it's doing some real damage to the game overall, but I'll explain all of that in the video. I want to see the dev note first. Maybe they fix it in the dev notes. We'll see. Reports the service of a new fish species in Kama, Grana, and Flounder. Now you can catch yellow grade fish at a set probability, so they're literally adding even more fish to these spots so that you will do their stupid fishing contest game. When the reality of the situation is we only really care about the prize fish anyway. The marine ecosystem has grown richer, opening... I want to be clear, there's probably like a handful of adventurers that really do like the fishing contest. That is true. 5 or 6. But not 15,000. No. The marine ecosystem has grown richer, opening up new areas where you can catch blue and yellow grade fish, improving you to allow blue and yellow grade fish from the following areas: Saucing Garrison Coast, Papua Crimea, Ilababa Oasis, Medaya Shore, Eastern Balanos Coast, Stonebreak Shore surrounding Eastern Balanos Island, and Balanos Coastal Cave. So yeah, guys, they're just trying to expand the places that you can AFK fish at so that they can do more of their fishing contest crap. Updated fishing descriptions to include capture methods and classify them as common, high quality, rare prize. Okay, yeah, whatever. Okay. Item. So again, guys, this is all just, they're just trying to add yellowfish to other places in the game. Item. Change certain items to be named as elixirs to perfumes to accurately reflect their actually applied effects. Yeah, so Spirit Perfume Elixir is now just the perfume of bracing spirit, or bracing. Okay, so they're just changing these. Calc's Elixir is now Perfume of Calc. Elixir of Deep Sea is now Perfume of Deep Sea. Spirit Perfume Elixir is now Perfume of Spirits, etc. Okay. Change display. An acquisition item at the top of the screen when you get a stuffed llama, frost wolf, snow leopard, or snowfield Ilapika. Stuffed snowfield Ilapika. Okay, whatever. Change to no longer display a cheer animation for Beg's shining helmet and Muskin's bloody steel helmet. That's an L. Dude, I love cheering for those. What the f? Improve the summoning of the Al-Qaeda upon defeating the ancient weapon or Zekia to appear more naturally. Change the Vell Reward bundle as pure Blackstones can no longer be obtained upon defeating... Wait. You can get pure Blackstones from Vell? Huh? You guys are getting something other than coral? The fuck? Okay, so they're increasing Vell's fine powder acquisition by 3 times, coral pieces by 1.6. Oh, thank God, more coral. Increase the probability of obtaining gold bars, tidal blackstones, and blackstone. Or no. You can now obtain tidal blackstones, but you cannot get normal blackstones. Okay. Sounds good. All right, finally, Node and Conquest War. Here we go. All right. Added UI to view Node War results. At the end of the Node War, the results window will automatically appear for adventurers who participate in the Node War. Please tell me you're going to include assists and stuff now. I mean, this is good. But that's it. That's all they're changing. They're just giving you like this one icon screen, bro. In Node Wars, we need like healing given, assists, number of CCs, stuff like that, bro. Like we want to see more of that kind of stuff. Like, we know that they have that data. They just don't want to give it to us. And it's like whatever. It's not going to change anything for Node Wars. Okay, UI. We're introducing a new feature that lets you search for multiple items at once. Plus, on the endgame screen, rearranging character order will now shift characters one space at a time to match the new arrangement. Find my item and character selection window customization have been especially helpful in many adventurers. Yeah, whatever. There's still room for quality of life improvement. We're committed to make things better. Keep rolling out quality of life. Okay, let's look at this. So you have to put a semicolon and then you can... Why would you ever use this? Okay, so now you can search for multiple things at once by just putting a semicolon, guys. I'll be honest, I don't really know how that's going to be useful, but okay, I guess. Added a method to change the order of characters in the endgame selection window. Cool. Nice. Improve the display of the return and rent NPC chats to appear at the bottom of the list. Okay. Improve the effect opacity in the settings. Display settings, blah, blah, blah. Change the position of the weekly fishing contest banner and brightness of the background in the fish guide. Added knowledge images for the following fish species in the fish guide. So much development time is being used on AFK fishing. Improve the closing speed of the world map. Okay, that's actually good. Revamp the adventurer's profile on the official website so that you can now stalk other human beings more effectively. And check additional information such as max APDP of characters within the family, adventurer records over the past 30 days, and life skill mastery. Oh my god. Wait. You can check additional information such as max APDP characters within family Adventure records of the past 30 day and mastery. Wait, what? Oh my god. You can't lie about your gear score anymore. Why can't... Okay, here's the deal. This should just be a feature in the game. Why can't we just add an inspect feature? Why can't I just like walk up to any of these adventurers and click on them and see what they're wearing? Why the f isn't that in the game? Like, we love that kind of stuff as MMO players. Like, wow, look at that stuff that they're wearing. Like, going to the website and like now... This is really useful for PvP guilds because you can, some loser says, oh, I don't have much gear on, or I don't have much gear, blah, blah, blah. Now you can go look. Now you can actually tell what the people's gear score is without them lying to you. Actually, Giga. So if you're a PvPer, make sure you hide your profile, guys. Make sure you hide everything about your profile so that nobody can interact with your profile online. Otherwise, they're going to be stalking you like a freak. This should just be a feature of the game, to be clear. Like that you can use when walking around town. You can set the privacy level of your profile. Yep, there it is. You guys need to literally hide everything. Everything needs to be hidden. Like, I highly recommend doing this. I think, is my information hidden? I don't even know if my information's hidden. Because I'm a content creator, so I have nothing to hide. I don't really care. But like you guys, it's different for you guys. You guys should respect your private, like, I don't. I say respect your privacy, but like, at the end of the day, do you want people, because the more information they have, the harder they're going to grief you. Yeah, see, mine's not hidden at all, it looks like. Yeah, mine looks good. You can see all my stuff. Yeah, I don't really care. But like, yeah, dude, I would for sure hide that if I was you guys. If my job wasn't completely public all the time and I wasn't just constantly not trying to hide anything, like... All right. Interesting. Translation changes the bug fixes. Okay, let's take a look at the Pearl Shop. Should be getting that new outfit. Oh, okay, this is the new outfit on the Pearl Shop. LookinFrosh. I don't know why it's Frosh. Either you're having sex with somebody that's a freshman, or it... What is... Informal for freshmen, a first-year high school student or college. I gotta go, dude. That is such a bad name for an outfit. That's so bad. Jesus, dude. Oh my god. Tamers are gonna be like, say less. Freaks, dude. Oh no, my... Oh! Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. I didn't spill it. We're fine. Okay. Dead ass, though. What up, Shouty? Is that Kuno? What the hell is that? Kind of looks like a Kuno. She kind of bad. Ah! Get out! Terrorist! Al-Qaeda! That's a Maegu. That's a Maegu for sure. That's definitely a Maegu with dark hair. It's actually a pretty cool outfit. Al-Qaeda terrorist! Caught in 4K. Mom and dad are so proud. Oh, she looks dumb as shit. Look at that buck teeth looking freak ass. Bunny looking ass. Okay, anyway. The outfit looks pretty cool, guys. I'll be honest with you, as basic as it is, I actually kind of like it because I think that like the fashion component, being able to change it up, pretty cool. Plus, I think it really accentuates like your giant tits. If your character has massive boobs, is W, or if you just you have a huge penis, that too. Yeah, see, they're just literally like, look at bro, they know what they're selling is nuts, dude. Like, that's crazy. The Maegu round earrings in the image are not included. See, I knew it was a Maegu. Anyway, that's the new outfit. It's on sale. in the Pearl Shop. Check it out. I don't know if you like it. It's definitely interesting. I'm interested to see what people are gonna do with it, for sure. Looks like there's a pets. Yeah, there's a pet sale. Pet sales are a dime a dozen if you're a new player. Just by the way, like those are like basically every patch. So I don't think that that's a new thing. The training packs, you never want to get those for the most part. There's a family inventory and weight sale. That's really good. And that's only like once every month and a half or so. So that's really good. And then inventory expansion for family inventory as well. That's good. Yeah, so guys, that's Bash Note rundown for the week. I'm sorry, God, I'm trying to stay positive all the way through the Bash Notes, but the striker changes killed me. The striker changes, like, especially since all the strikers said it was just PDE. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. I love you. See you in the next video. Oh, God.